Welcome back. Darbe Nokes, the Credit Gal, here on KHTS 1220, your hometown radio station. And we were breaking and introduced David Babaraki, 27 years in the real estate market. He is a broker and owner of Pacific Shores Real Estate Incorporated. Welcome back.
Great to see you, Darbe.
Thanks. Great to see you, Dave. And we were just briefly going into the inventory. And we were just briefly talking about, is there more inventory out there right now? And, you know, why is this a good time to buy? And so I'm going to just let you go with all of your education, wonderful advice to us today. So go for it.
Well, actually, I think it's a great time to buy right now because unlike maybe, 15 to 18 months ago when the market was going up and a house would hit the market and then there was 10, sometimes 15 offers on that property, the buyers that were maybe what we call skinny buyers with a small amount of down, FHA, VA buyers were never getting their offers accepted. But now what we have is a lot of inventory, and we still have great interest rates. The inventory allows the buyer, first of all, to take a little bit more time to shop, but also allows them to be able to negotiate a better price.
I love that. I mean, that is so important because you're right. I think that, I remember, just being around the market and friends buying and selling homes during that era, and maybe they were the skinny, and they were skinny by the way too, but they were the skinny
like
buyer.
Buyers too.
I know, but they were skinny. But the thing is that they weren't able to get into there, and they weren't being able to negotiate because somebody would come in and just say, "I'm going to offer you more cash right now." They would offer more than the offer. And so they were just out. But now you're saying that looks completely different. But what stands in the way? I mean, what really, there's two things, right? We were talking about earlier. There's two things that stand in the way.
Well, there's only two things that do stand in the way, and one is income, and the second is credit. Well, we're not going to help them with the income, really. They have to have a job. But most people, I'm not saying most people, but a lot of people are, when the mortgage meltdown happened in 2007, 8, 9, 10, they went through a short sale, a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, maybe all of the above. But now they're back working again, and what they need is they don't even know where their credit is. And in most cases, with your help, we could get their credit restored to a point where they're creditworthy to purchase a home. And the time frame isn't as long as people think. Sometimes we could do what's called a rapid rescore, and we could do it almost within 30 days. And other times it may take a little bit more help to clean up. But I would say in almost every single case, we could get people to a point where they're creditworthy to buy a home within 180 days.
Absolutely. And the point is, though, you said it very straight, and this is just saying it. Here we go. If you do nothing about it, you're not stuck, by the way. Okay, first of all, you're not stuck. If you're renting an apartment, you're paying $2,500, $3,000-$4,000 a month. You're renting a place. You do have every opportunity, which we're going to talk about today, about your buyer assistant program. But the point is that you can do something about your credit. You are not stuck. We leverage, my company, which has been in business 10 years, has an A+ rating in a regulated industry. We basically dispute the negative items on your report, and we leverage the law. Okay, I'm going to say that again. My company, Dave, leverages the law. So we leverage our rights, which most consumers are sitting there going, there's no way I'll ever. I'm just going to wait 11 years until my foreclosure comes off. Or I'm going to wait 11 years till or I'm going to wait 7. So you don't have to wait because the Fair Credit Reporting Act says that we can dispute anything on our credit report, whether it's true or not. And the bureaus have 30 days to open the investigation and answer and reply. And if they do not reply, then that information comes off, opening them up to be a home buyer, to even go get a job if they need one. Actually, 60% of employers pull for getting a job. But most important, living in the house of their dreams, being that home owner. So those are two. The income we can't help them with, of course, unless they wanted to get a job with me. They can. We'll talk about that.
I heard you pay really good.
Yeah, I think I do. I do. Yeah, we pay well. But let's talk also about, and we were talking earlier about this as well, but I am selling my home. I'm thinking about selling my home. So I think there might be people also listening in that are thinking about selling their home. So tell me, what should I do? What is the number one thing I need to do when I'm deciding to sell my home?
Well, personally, if I were to sell my home right now, I'd probably contact more than one realtor and get a couple of opinions. But selling your home as a real estate brokerage or agent, our job is to not to tell you what price to price it at. It's to provide you with as much information to help you make the best price. Our job is to market the home and get us as much exposure as possible. It's a good time, but real estate is classic supply and demand. When there's more buyers than sellers, prices go up. When there's more sellers than buyers, prices tend to go down. And so we're in a market, and every area is a little bit different, and every price range is a little bit different on what's going on.
Well, that is great information, and that helps me as well. And if I'm selling now, if I'm a buyer, same thing though. Same thing would come in as a buyer. I want to sell my home, but now if I'm a buyer, I want to go buy a home as well, because I'll have to do that. Where am I going to go, right? If I sell my home, I got to go buy a home. So when you're going out, the same thing. Get a realtor. Expertise is very important, and obviously with 27 years of experience. Your brokerage office, I'd like to give your phone number if that's okay. Would that be all right?
Absolutely.
To give people your phone number?
We have a toll-free number.
Oh, good. It's 888-308-6979. And through the show, we're going to be talking about your buyer assistant program after the break, and some other great real estate, tidbits of information. So you are listening to KHTS 1220, your hometown radio station. I'm with Dave Babaracki, real estate professional.